I'm going to read a case study which was published in this book, Kinesiology by Jane Thurnell-Read. So I hope that this gives a good example of how I work one-to-one with integrated healing sessions and what can be achieved in 3 sessions. Jenny, not her real name, came to see me suffering with stomachache, bloating and wind, which her GP had described as irritable bowel syndrome. Jenny, who was in her 30s, had been careful with what she was eating and had even tried leaving things out of her diet, but this had not helped. As a result, there was a lot of anxiety around eating, and she would comfort eat at times. Jenny was taking antidepressants which her doctor had prescribed to try and lessen the comfort eating. She now wanted to stop taking these and replace them with a more natural approach if possible. As often happens when working with people, I sensed that her energy field, or her higher self, was offering me some information which I passed on to Jenny to see what it meant to her. The phrases I was given were "life's a struggle" and "a psychological battle is going on." As a consequence, Jenny talked about her relationship with her mother and father, both of whom she found unsupportive in relation to the line of work that she wished to pursue. She said she was distressed doing a job that she didn't like. There was a lot of stress around this subject, so we did a technique called emotional stress release, or ESR for short, while she thought about how she could deal better with her parents, and she came up with some great solutions. I also did Reiki around her stomach area and the solar plexus chakra or energy center. At Jenny's second session, she told me she had no symptoms of IBS since our first meeting. Under the guidance of her GP, she was now taking fewer antidepressants and was hoping to finish taking them altogether by the end of next month. She had found a new job and wished to use this session to work on preparing herself calmly to manage the challenges of this new role. For this second session, the main corrections for which were Reiki healing, and we worked on her left side. We also focused energy into her kidney points, which are on the soles of the feet, which is also a good energy boost. We then checked whether she needed any support to help with her balance so far. Muscle testing pinpointed a statement from a big affirmation book that I have, which is called the Raw Affirmation Book, which read, "I release so-and-so's energies. I am my own person and am responsible for only me." Jenny responded to this by saying that she felt her parents were pulling on her emotions even when she was away from them. We checked again using muscle monitoring and found there was indeed an energetic connection or energetic cords to feelings that belonged to her parents rather than herself. These were affecting her energy levels and her emotional feelings. Sometimes when we're feeling things, it's not only our emotions that we're feeling. We can actually, if we've been around the energy of other people, or we have these energetic connections to them, we can be feeling their emotions, either on top of our own similar emotions or just as they are. We cleared these using Reiki and visualization and rechecked that we had successfully cleared these energies afterwards. No foods showed up as being a problem for Jenny, and she reported feeling much lighter and relaxed afterwards. So it's interesting that sometimes when people have issues with food, it's not the food at all, it's emotional things that are going on in people's lives. Sometimes there are a couple of foods which are causing a problem and a stress to the body, but it's usually a combination of that and emotional things that are going on or have been associated with eating those foods. Okay, so When Jenny came for her final appointment, her goal was to maintain good energy levels and a good work-life balance to help her train for the Race for Life, a 5-kilometre charity run that she was doing. She had finished her course of antidepressants with guidance from her doctor and said she was feeling fine without them. A final message from her energy field or higher self in this session was self-acceptance without judgment. We used ESR technique with this as the focus, while Jenny visualised being less hard on herself and generally more self-accepting and supportive of herself. This is a beautiful example of how, when we get in touch with what is really going on for us, not just emotionally and physically, but in the context of our lives, changes can happen fast, not only in our bodies, but with our journey in life. When we set ourselves on the right track, the path that is right for us and the right opportunities seem to appear. Once Jenny had released the stress that had built up around her circumstances of being in the wrong job and torn about leaving it because this was not her parents' wish for her, she became clear about the direction she wished to go in and had a great job offer that she wanted and was able to take. We were able to clear the feelings and energies that had been holding her back, enabling her to move freely in the direction that she wanted. My sessions are currently online, which work just as good as in-person sessions because I can connect to my client's energy field remotely. If you're interested in my work, you can get in touch with me. I'll drop my website link below, and there are more videos here to help with anxiety. I work a lot with people for anxiety, overwhelm, stress management, and I've worked with a lot of highly sensitive people as well, and creative types seem to come to me for help. So thank you for watching. Do subscribe if you'd like to watch some more videos that I'm going to make, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.